Good day everyone. Today I will be discussing one of the most influential movements in literature and the arts, the Romantic period. Originating in the late 18th century, this era marked a profound shift away from the rigid rules and rationalism of Enlightenment and Neoclassicism. Instead, Romanticism celebrated imagination, emotion, and the individual, placing a deep focus more on nature, creativity, and the mysteries of human experience. We will explore when this period began, why it's called Romantic, and the key figures who shaped this remarkable movement. So, let's dive into the world of Romanticism, a time when literature and art sought to awaken the human spirit and reconnect with the beauty of natural world. The Romantic period was a literary, artistic, and a philosophical movement that originated in the late 18th century and extended into the mid of 19th century. It is often considered as a reaction against the strict rules, order, and rationalism of the Enlightenment and Neoclassicism that dominated the earlier era. Instead, Romanticism placed emphasis on imagination, emotion, and individual. So, when did the Romantic period begin? The Romantic period began in the 1770s to early 1800s, flourishing particularly between 1800s and 1850. It was most prominently developed in Europe but later spread across other parts of the world. So now let's move on to why is it called Romantic? The term romantic is derived from the French word romantique and the older term romance, which referred to medieval tales of chivalry and adventure. These connotations of adventure, mystery, and emotion were revived during this period. After the Restoration period, which focused on order and reason, the Romantic period marked a shift to a more imaginative and emotional approach to literature, celebrating the beauty of nature, human emotion, and the power of creativity. So now, who influenced or discovered the Romantic period? The Romantic movement was not discovered by a single individual but was spearheaded by several influential writers, poets, and philosophers. The publication of the preface to Lyrical Ballads in 1798 by William Wordsworth and Samuel Taylor Coleridge is often cited as the formal beginning of English Romanticism. In their preface, they emphasize that poetry should express genuine emotion, imagination, and the connection to nature, moving away from the artificiality of earlier styles. Characteristics of Romantic period. First, we have nature and emotion. In here, deep appreciation for the beauty of nature along with a focus on human emotions and imagination over reason. Second is individualism. It is an exploration of a personal experiences, feelings, and the self. Thirdly, we have exotic and supernatural themes. It is fascination with the mysterious, supernatural, and the fantastical. Fourthly, we have the Gothic elements. In here, many writers such as Horace Walpole and Mary Shelley incorporated Gothic themes of horror and despair into their works. So now let's move on to the key figures of the Romantic movement. Firstly, we have William Wordsworth, known for his works inspired by nature such as entitled I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud. So this is a famous poem celebrating the beauty of nature, particularly daffodils and the emotional connection between the nature and the human spirit. Secondly, we have Samuel Taylor Coleridge. It is a famous for the rhyme and the Ancient Mariner, a narrative poem about a sailor's journey, highlighting themes of sin, redemption, and the humanity's relationship with nature. Thirdly, we have Mary Shelley. Mary Shelley, an author of Frankenstein, which reflects Gothic elements. A Gothic novel about Victor Frankenstein, a scientist who creates a sentient creature, exploring themes of ambition, isolation, and the consequences of playing God. Fourthly, we have William Blake, a poet and artist who combined mystical elements with critiques of industrial society like Jerusalem, a visionary poem that critiques the industrial revolution and it expresses hope for spiritual renewal. Fifth, we have Robert Burns, known for celebrating folk traditions and rustic life. For instance, A Red, Red Rose, a love poem that uses rustic imagery to express the deep emotion. Six, we have Charles Lamb, known for adapting Shakespeare's plays for children and writing essays, like The Old Familiar Faces, a nostalgic essay reflecting on the passing of time and old friendships. So the Romantic period remains a cornerstone of English literature, celebrating creativity, individuality, and the emotional richness of the human's experience. That would be all. Thank you.